Hello friends, today I'll be going to talk about how to create custom notifications using Salesforce flows. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So custom notifications in Salesforce are personalized alerts that keep users informed about specific business events or record changes, right? And how we could see those custom notifications, like from this bell icon. If I just click on it, so it will say those kind of custom notifications. So this is a custom notification, so it got providing those notifications like whenever a new case is created and assigned to me, right? So we are going to talk about, and I'll be going to demonstrate the use case, like how to create that custom notifications in using the Salesforce record triggered flows. And the use case is on like whenever a new case will be created, I'm going to send out those custom notifications to the owner of the case, right? So custom notifications appear as a red badge. So whenever we are receiving custom notification, it will be showing as red badge, and we'll going to see in some time, and in the notification bell in the desktop interface, and or as a push notifications or on mobile devices. So it is unlike standard notifications like chatter, in which we can mention using a thread mentions. Custom notifications are like fully configurable by administrators to match unique business workflows, right? To create the custom notifications, we need to create first custom notification type. So we are going to create that. So I'll just go to the setup, and from the quick find, we just need to simply search for custom notifications, and under this notification builder section we can find custom notifications. I have already created few custom notifications, and I'm going to create a new custom notification type, and I will just provide the notification name as case custom notification. And let me just copy the API name. So this is the developer name as well, and we'll be using this API name in the record triggered flow to fetch this custom notification record, right? So I'll just click on this supported channel, desktop and mobile as well, and I'll just click on save. So this new custom notification type has been created. So I'll just go to the flows, and as I mentioned, like we are going to see the use case on, like whenever a case is got created, then we want to send out the notifications, right? So I'll just click on this new flow to create a new record triggered flow, and I'll from the record triggered automation, I'll select record triggered flow, and in the object I'll choose case object, and the triggering condition, like when we want to trigger this flow. So whenever the record is being created, is going to be created, then we want to trigger this flow, and there could be no conditions. Let me just keep it as it is, like conditional requirement as none. And first we want to get the notification type information, since so custom notification is an out of the box action, right? If I just search for the actions, so custom notification, so in here this is a out of the box action is available, set in custom notification. And if I just click on it, let me just click on it, and we could see there are few parameters we need to pass. First one is custom notification type ID, and then notification body, notification title, and recipient's ID. So these are the few parameters, and we can pass the target ID as record ID as well. To pass these parameters, we need to get those informations, right? So custom notification type ID will be getting from the get records element, from which we will be finding our custom notification type that we have already created from notification builder. And notification body, for notification body is like the content of the notification. So in that I'll just use some text variable, and that is same for notification title as well. And in the recipient's IDs, I'll be using a collection variable. right? So in the collection variable I'll pass like owner id sales case owner ids into that collection variable. So it expects, so these are few required parameters, right? So that is why we need to pass these values to the out of the box send custom notification. So let me just use these get records. So I'll just use the get record. Let me just provide the get record label as get the custom notification type, right? So in here in the object I'll just simply search for custom notification type. So this is a standard object, and I'll just search for name. So API name of the name field, so label is name but the API name is developer name, right? So them the name needs to be equal to case notifications, case custom notifications that we have already created from the notification builder, right? And how many records to store? Only the first record, that is fine. And how to store records data, and we want to automatically store all the fields, right? So we need the custom notification type id, so we'll get from this get records element, right? So now what we need to get, so will be creating a collection variable to find the recipient ids. So recipient ids is nothing but to which users we want to send those notifications, right? That is why we just need to send we need to provide these recipients ids. So I'll just use an simply assignment element. So in the assignment element I'll just providing the label as um, add recipients, and in here in the variable I'll just create a new resource, and the resource type would be variable, and the API name could be recipient collection recipient IDs, okay. And data type should be text, and it should allow multiple values, and it should be available for output since we are passing these values as a parameter, right? We are sending this out. So I'll just selecting after selecting this available for output, I just simply click on done, and I just need to use the operator add since we want to add all those owner IDs, right? So in here in the triggering record, so in here we can find this triggering case record, and I'll just simply search for owner ID. So we'll add owner IDs. So if in that case this is a particular user, then there will be like one recipient ID, but in that case the case owner is a queue, then it contains multiple users, right? In that case we'll send like those list of user records as a recipient ID, right? So first of all let me just discuss about if I so this is the out of the box action, right? So first one, custom notification type id is nothing but before sending an alert you must define a type in setup. So that we have done from the notification builder. This acts as a template and controls whether the notification is delivered via desktop, mobile, or both. And then we have these recipient ids are like notifications can be sent to individual user ids, account teams, opportunity teams, groups, or queues, right? And notification content, so notification content is like you can dynamically set the title. So we can set the title up to like 250 characters are allowed, and for body like there are 750 characters are allowed. So these are like few limitations or few caps are there for these character limits. And finally the target id, we can just mention like clicking the notification can be redirect to us. So on clicking on a particular notification we want to redirect to this record, so that can be achieved using this target id. So in the target id we will be just sending as a record id. So let me just fill out one by one. So custom notification type id will be this one, like get records get records, this custom notification type dot id, right? Notification type id. So one is done. The notification body, we just need to create a simple text variable. I'll just create a text variable and I'll just provide the API name as notification body, and the data type would be text, and the value would be a new case has been created, and the case number is, so we just need to pass the case number and we can find, so pass the case number as like under second bracket record dot case number. This is how we can just pass the case number. And let me just, and there should be one exclamation mark. Okay, let me just update the notification body once. So there should be one exclamatory icon character, and we are just good to go. Okay, there are some issues. Okay, let me just fix it later. Let me just update the new resource. This should be notification body. One second. Notification title. This should be notification title. Notification title. And a new case is created and assigned to you. I'll just simply click on done, and in the recipient IDs I just need to pass that collection variable, and finally in the target ID I just need to pass the triggering record dot id, right? So I can just copy this one. There should be exclamatory and then dollar, right? So this is how we just need to configure the body. So in here I can just mention the case number in the title as well. Let me just update the title as well. A new case is created and assigned to you. So I, in the bracket I'll just mention the case number, right? And we are just good to go. I'll just click on done, and we have configured the target ID as well. And let me just click on save, and I'll just provide the name of the flow as case notification, case custom notifications on create. So I'll just click on save, and let me just activate the flow. And let me just create a new case record, and I'll just navigate to case, and I'll just click on new button, and let me just choose the customer case as record type. And in here we can just provide the contact name, account name, type, case reason, status as new, priority as medium, case origin as phone, and product this one. And we are just good to go. And let me just provide the subject as well, test subject custom notification, and I'll just click on save, right? And the case got created, and we are getting this red badge alert, right? As I mentioning, like whenever we will be receiving a custom notification, it will be shown as a red badge on the notification bell, and we are receiving that as well. And if I just click on it, we are seeing like a new case. In the bracket we have passed that case number, right? So a new case is created and assigned to you. And in the body, so the bold letter was the title of that notification, and within that we are getting the body as well, notification body, and we in the notification body we are seeing this one, like a new case has been created and the case number is this one, right? And if I just click on it, so it will navigate to the case record. Let me just navigate to any other page and let me just click on this notification. Since we have configured the target ID, that is why on clicking on that bell notification we can be redirected to the particular case record page, right? Record detail page. So this is how it works, custom notifications using Flow. So what we have learned today, so I have talked about how we can create the custom notification type from the notification builder in the setup. Then we have configured a record triggered flow on creation of the case, and we are using a get record, we are getting that custom notification type information. Then using a assignment element and using a collection variable, we are just adding all those owner IDs, case owner IDs to that collection variable, so that we can pass all those parameters into the out of the box sent custom notification action, right? So, and we have created this notification body and notification title as text variable, and we are passing those values. And so this is, and we have configured this target ID as well, so that from on clicking on that notification we can be redirected to the particular record page, right? So this is how custom notifications can be configured in Flow. So in the next session we'll be talk about more about custom notification, and we can send custom notification through Apex class as well. There is a standard Apex class as well, we'll be going to talk about that as well. So this will be part 1 of the custom notification of the Flow series. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel, and I will be uploading more tutorials on Omni Studio, Salesforce, Data Cloud, Agent Force topics. So please stay tuned. Thanks for watching.